What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Have another request video today. Look really forward to getting into it. Thank you guys for all the wonderful thoughts on videos, requests, and all that stuff. I'm so happy to know that this channel is helping. That's what we're here for. Let's get right into this request. The only thing that stays consistent is the grind. Keep on grinding. What brought about this request was I had one of the subscribers hit me up and say, Joe, I purchased a 5.5mm flat curb off of your reviews, seeing you pair a 5.5 flat curb with a 5mm in order to get a larger width, and I love the idea of that. But I don't necessarily want to see it with a 5mm like you originally had it. I want to see it with something smaller, maybe around a 3. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pairing the 5.5mm flat curb with a couple of different chains. One chain is going to be a 3.5mm and the other chain is going to be a 3mm. To give this subscriber and you guys, because you guys might want to be able to stick to smaller millimeter chains and stacking them in order to get a bigger look, you guys might want to do that. So that's what we're going to look at today. The two chains that we're going to be looking at is, you know what, hold on, I got them right here. We're going to be stacking that 5.5mm flat curb with a 3mm Franco and a 3.5mm Figaro chain. I was specifically asked to do a video that wasn't pairing two different flat curbs together, maybe to get some variety or whatever the case might be. But either way, guys, we're looking at the width. When you stack smaller chains, for example, you have this 3mm Franco here. If you were to wear this alone on your neck, that might be great, but when you stack that, even with this Figaro, even though they are completely different chains, you now have a 3mm Franco plus a 3.5mm Figaro. Look how fat this chain looks. It's not one chain, it's two chains, but look at that stacking capability. That's what we're talking about today. That's what this subscriber appreciated, and that's what this subscriber did. So this guy is going to have a lot of beautiful jewelry by the time he's done, and even though that jewelry may not have been all that expensive, he's going to have a very classy, expensive looking stack. Anyway, let's get right into this. So in case you guys don't know, my name is Joe. I'm standing at 5'6". I'm approximately 148 pounds right now. And so keep that in mind. I'm not a super tall guy. When we do these reviews, got to keep that in mind. And we're going to be taking a look at this stuff from 12 feet away. In case you're not familiar with this channel, the reason why we like to take stuff from 12 feet away is because that's going to give you a really good idea of what this stuff is going to look like in real life. If I were to come up to you and be like, hey, look at this, buy this, this is a 5.5 flat curb with a 3mm Franco, you might be like, wow, that thing is huge. But at the end of the day, it's not, because it's sitting in front of a camera right in your face, and it's like, it's very deceiving. So we're going to take it from 12 feet away. This is going to show you what you're going to look like when other people look at you in reality, and that's what we do on this channel. So we're going to take this 5.5 flat curb paired with this 3mm Franco at the same exact length. All the chains we're looking at today are 20 inches in length, and that's on purpose, because when you are stacking chains and you want the appearance of a solid chain or a thicker chain, when you're using smaller chains, it's probably best to use approximately the same size chains, right? So they can all hang approximately the same. You can see how thick this looks, when meanwhile, if we were to separate them, huge difference, okay? So let's take this back 12 feet. Going back. All right. I'm going to turn to the side so you guys get a side look. We'll bring it back up, nice and slow. Okay. So with this combination, you have a 5.5 plus a 3, so that's 8.5mm chain, or 8.5mm look, 8.5mm stack around your neck right now. Now we're going to take off this 3mm Franco and we're going to throw on that Figaro. Alright guys, so right now we have a 9mm stack around our neck. We have the 5.5 flat curb and we have the 3.5 Figaro. Let's take this from 12 feet back and see what that presence looks like. Taking it back. All right, 12 feet away, side to side, nice and slow, coming back up. All right, so I hope this was helpful. Let's get a side look real quick. It's kind of hard to see on my neck, but you can see this looks like a very nice stack. Simply because you are able to really get that thickness, you can get that width growing more than you would even so with a solid chain a lot of the time when you kind of have these together, because it might have a little bit of space in between, which will cause you to have a little bit more room. Anyway, guys, hope that all made sense. I hope that this was beneficial to you guys, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the next video. Thanks for all the comments and suggestions. They're going into my notes. I have a book full of stuff right now that I got to get to, and we're going to try to do that soon. Be safe. Catch you guys later.